Hey, I'm going a bit rogue today. Thought I'd try and meet you here in a cafe in public, so there might be a bit of background noise, but we're just going to lean into it. So today I'm just sitting here on my computer thinking, how do I amplify my reach? How do we all amplify our reach for what's on our heart, what's most important to us? And I think it starts with choosing to be seen and put yourself out there. Be awkward in public and film a video even though people are around you actively doing life in a mall. And there's sweet little girls making very loud noises. Apparently that's language, but she's so cute, I can't understand it. So I have known I needed to focus more on amplifying my reach here for, at least a few months. At first it was just about showing up and doing the thing and making the videos on a daily basis. Now I'm pretty ingrained in doing that, but I can only help people that can find me. So I am just brainstorming ways that I can amplify that reach. And I've just posted a little story on my Instagram to try and rifle up some feathers to come check it out, a little link, but that's not really where I'm going to find my main audience, because that's my friends and family and people that I've met over the years, colleagues and such. They might not necessarily have followed me for that reason. So having and finding people that really would love the space held for them that I can hold to help you tune into you is really like a job the internet is the most equipped for, but it's finding the right part of the internet and the right methods in search engine optimization, which I know is a thing but I'm not trained in order to get my message out there more, so that I can help people tune into them and what's most important to them, and then amplify what's important to them and their messages for the world so that they can do what's on their heart and soul. And we can send a ripple effect through the world in a good way that way. So I'm just sharing today because I think there is so much that's on our heart that we kind of keep to ourselves, and people can only help us if they know there's things to help us with to a degree. So and I am not saying that just selfishly for my own needs of wanting to expand this reach. Honestly, I get enough out of just making a video for my own needs that it's still worth doing it for me. But I have so much to share that's of value. I know that, and I'm not saying that from any egotistical standpoint. I've just done the work and I've looked deeply at myself, and I know how to tune in and hold space. And there's people out there that desperately need my help, and if they can't find me, it's not very helpful, is it? And I just wonder what it is for you that you help people with, or want to help people with, but maybe you're not there yet, but you keep putting it off and procrastinating on it, and setting something up in a way that people can actually find you. And time passes and more time passes and it's still not set up, and people still don't know the value you have to offer. We have to learn to be our own salesperson for our own messages in life and what we want to do. And honestly, I find that really hard, because I just never want something to be about sales. It just feels seedy to me, but I also know that's a disservice to the messages and the space I have to hold for people, and how I could be helping those that just need someone to sit with them, whether it's digitally or one-on-one or in a group setting or in some kind of event. But I can't viably be a coach that's really putting my time and energy into all that on the regular without people finding me in order to use my services. And like I'm very open, I've got a part to full-time job at the moment, and that keeps me entertained, and it's at least at a level that it doesn't suck me in quite as much as my film work did. So I have time to make these videos and work on my coaching, but there's key things I haven't set up that don't allow people, because I haven't set up, that doesn't allow people to find me, and it's actually not okay with me. It's not what is going on in here, the space I have to hold and what I have to help. So yeah, again, clearly never coming from a high horse, because I'm just speaking about how I'm showing up or not showing up for my own dreams, and I never want to feel so far ahead of someone that I could be holding space of you, because it's daunting if you see someone that's like leaps and bounds above you. It just feels like, oh, that's too hard basket, So whereas if somebody is open and honest about the ups and downs of where they're at and how they're still figuring it out, but you can see that they're at least a couple of steps ahead of you, then you can see, oh well, I still could learn from them, but it's not so daunting because they're just there. They're like so close, but they're doing it, And if you don't know what's on your heart yet, well, come join these videos and tune into you in small moments, and do some personal development work in any ways that call to you to help yourself tune into what's most important to you. Maybe you haven't even asked yourself that question. You've just been going through life doing what you're told. You don't even know what your heart and soul actually wants. It's like surprisingly common. I just don't want you to get to the end of your life, if you're lucky enough to know it's towards the end of your life, and think, man, I wish I'd done what lit me up. I wish I'd followed those things that excited me. I wish I'd cultivated more communities and lifted people up and loved deeper. Instead of wishing that at the end of your life with no way to go back and do it again, how about you wish that for your future self by taking action towards figuring out what that is for you, working towards if you already know, and like noticing your patterns that are holding you back. Yeah, we've got to amplify our reach and sell ourselves for the important messages that are on our heart, and not just, what could we say, like pretty much any job you do, you're going to have to sell things. Probably a lot of things that you don't really believe in, or that are actively contributing to environmental damage, or corrupt corporations, or like the things you don't want to vote towards, and by using your time and energy to work for these companies, voting for more of that world. And look, nothing is perfect. I've worked for places that, I know there are certain things I don't align with values-wise, but sometimes you just need the work, because you've just got to feed your humans around you. You got to survive. So, like, no judgment for it wherever you're at, but it's up to you to notice and choose differently for yourself if that's what you want, and that's your sovereign choice. Maybe you're just happy in a comfortable life, and like, that's okay. I mean, honestly, you do you. And I also just invite you to just take a deep breath in. Exhale longer than you inhale. And get curious about, well, what if I put aside the comfort just for a moment and just considered what life could be like if I followed what lights me up? Like, what could happen? Could it maybe be exciting enough that all the discomfort's worth it? Could maybe it feel wonderful enough that even though there's some challenges, you know you're helping the people that you love around you, and that makes it all worth it to you? It's just, I don't think us as spiritual beings here having a human experience really chose to come down and just tune out and be comfortable doing a 9 to 5, you know? But you do you. And if you want to, you know, choose to tune into the true higher version of you, you know, come see me. Come check out more of my videos, and you know, reach out if you want any one-on-one or group coaching. I'm here. And we can help amplify your reach and your message on your heart. Anyway, I hope the sound was alright. And yeah, we'll leave it there, and I'll see you tomorrow. Much love.